It's Johnny.
From Hollywood,
The Community Night Show.
starring,
The YouTube community.
and now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, boys and girls, our special guest has arrived. Our special guest has arrived. Hot, right? Sweet. I'm hungry. Oh, man. Right?
Don't you just love those guys?
Started a live
How's everybody
stream. I
doing
didn't
out
tell
there?
anybody.
I've been looking at you as you've been coming in. There's our Dave from Australia. Beautiful man, he's been healing up. Amelia, how are you?
There's the Popo man.
Me,
The Popo man
Yeah.
up ahead. I wasn't
the
speeding.
new guy. We got your
Yeah,
page
so
ready
now,
to
you know,
pop
when they
up
have
and
the
take a
friends
look
and
around.
They celebrate a little early.
Thanks
'cause
to
it's on a
Angel.
good
Appreciate
day.
you, Angel.
It's actually on the 4th.
Quick
I'm gonna
shoe.
pull right on over
Got
here where
no
the
money.
Popo man is.
Bad weather.
Welcome back to Retired Rider.
Man.
Hope everybody's
Thomas
doing well
Bailey.
today.
Wonderful man. Bring on chicken. Rod B.
And hurry up just to slow
Good
down.
to see you guys, man. Thanks for
If you're
showing
still
up.
rolling, popping into neutral goes
we
in
got
a
the
lot
outlaw
easier when
here.
you're still rolling.
Get my talker almost talked out. If y'all can make it to the
And here is our party
community
link of the
live,
day.
it'll
YouTube is supposed to be you, right? So I figured,
Yeah.
well, I'll make a channel that's me. And years later, I started doing live shows. The StreamYard was a
It
big
is
help.
us.
I like being creative, and
Our very own Sterling Wheel. How are you? How is everybody? There we go.
We are good community.
Yeah,
We're
let's see.
very
I'm
good.
gonna pop this down. We have Lolly up there and Sick Bastard.
Hi, everybody.
Yay! A little old me. Oh yeah, I don't know why it got me up twice. I was doing something fun. Let me pull me down. And we have Dave from Australia.
Well,
think
you won't
he's
be pulling
feeling
me
better.
down.
Listen how good he sounds. He's got a great mic today and sounding good, nice and deep. Like there we go, nice and deep.
No.
And we know Rig Gregory rides. Well, I wonder what he was doing. He was riding all day again.
Yep. All
Yeah.
day, every day.
I know, man. You do live up to your name.
Did you get
There we
through
go.
yet, Moto, or no?
Oh, go right ahead, man. I was just checking out. Was it?
Oh,
yeah.
have mercy.
See, we have. Let me get the correct share tab. I wanted to welcome you in, me.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
Happy Holy Week.
Is it-
I was at the chemist yesterday,
there we go.
and someone asked me how I was going to spend my Easter, and I said, "Oh, I might reflect on the birth of Christ and the death of Christ." And
Yeah.
they all said, "Oh, well, we'll let you do that." There, so people are so frightened to talk about Jesus and God.
Oh
and,
yeah.
you know, it's
Like they're scared to.
We don't want to get laughed at. or
Don't
criticized.
want people. They don't
thinking
want
that they're
to.
weaker. Yeah.
Man, I throw my
I
cards
mean, I'm not-
that way.
I'm not the most pious man in the world, but I'm certainly not, afraid to let them know that it's my history. I was raised Roman Catholic,
Yeah.
and gone are the days
Man.
of penance
Yeah.
where I just sit through 3 hours of the Passion on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore. But I have done it.
It's in
Got
the
that
I
game.
much?
understand. Okay.
I'm definitely not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
No, neither am I.
You read that, Moto? From Angel?
Yep. Oh no, I didn't read. God, our goal would be what? I guess. Oh yeah. Yep. Where are we from? This is our
I'd say
new
America.
guest in the house, which we just want to say hi. We're going to check out some of your channel and try and make you feel as welcomed as possible because we just here having fun. We haven't got no agenda, no certain subject, no whatever.
Canada.
We just
Yep.
do our thing.
It's from Canada.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
American Outlaw.
up,
That's
Ruby?
awesome. Let's see what it says. He says, I'm a hobby. Can you hear me okay when I'm not in my mic?
Oh,
A
yeah.
hobby, a pursuit outside one's regular occupation, engaged in especially for relaxation, passions, and on the other hand, are not relaxing. We think of a passion as something we love and overwhelming feeling of devotion and obsession. Disclaimer, a statement that denies something, especially responsibility. For sure, you will find a faster lap time now or in the future. And this setup, if there is one might not suit your driving style. It says, but you can still get reference points for braking, cornering, speed. So I guess this channel is pretty much hitting the motorcycle stuff. You want to take a peek at ones and see what we got. We got some cars here too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are all vehicles. Where's the motorcycles, man? I'm just kidding. These are. Well, let's take a look.
So I am John Monroe. I am 24 from Scotland, and I'm a sim racer, real life racer,
Turn that up.
and content creator for Attraction GG.
Hey, red lady.
We're here. I'm chatting with Bob Dan, who I've known for many
Everybody
years
hear
in
it?
sim racing, but never actually had
Yes.
the pleasure of meeting in person.
I can hear it. What's up, man?
Just in case, that's intro music probably only. I got it.
But now this is like this
there
is the
we
proper
go.
test now, because you've never been here. I've been here a lot. Let's see how you get on. And I ended up winning overall. And
Warrior
so
Pro.
he.
Which one is
basically At
which?
that point, that became a running joke because he obviously didn't.
Yeah.
Repair, 'cause
Who's
why would
me?
he? But he just did not expect it straight away. And neither did I, of course. So that's always a funny story.
I don't know. Let's go see. I think it's on the homepage.
Hi
Maybe.
everybody. After my amazing success in Reddit and Facebook and all the sim racing groups, I decided to make a more in-depth review of my rig,
Truck
inside the
driving.
rig. So let's go.
Nice.
Says you're on the wrong channel there, Moto.
I am?
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Well. Huh. That was when I go to his name and put up the channel, this is what it gives me. You have to give me a link. Anybody have a link?
That's why we have wrenches.
Ha 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 ha. That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, I do. Usually when you do on somebody's name, I don't know if you're in on a different channel. It says, let me go right here again. I'm going to his things that go to channel. Yeah, it brings me to the same place.
Angel Face, why don't you come on in and talk with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes you to the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
We'd
my
love to
best.
have a conversation with you.
That was a
Angel.
cool channel. Damn.
Hmm.
It's okay.
You're not shy, are you, Angel?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to access
You
the
want to
link.
get her up here. She just don't like this.
How are we going to get on the link?
Yeah.
Just put it out there in the comments and pin it.
What was send Red Rider to link?
Hey.
Oh,
That's my
she
dream.
moved, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did Red Rider move?
Yeah. That's my dream.
No, well, you know.
Well, in
Good
the
old
meantime,
dream, Ray.
One night
It's an
stand.
old dream.
Moto, you going to
Add
put the
this.
link in the chat or no?
yeah, I put the link in the chat of his
Yeah.
that I had from the wrong channel apparently. So
Hey,
No.
Eve.
He wants
no,
the
you-
link in the chat. He wants the link for here to come in the chat.
oh,
To
go ahead.
come
Well,
in-
go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. Put it out there. Do what you gotta do, man.
Mm,
You're running
And
the
it's
show. I'm
moist,
showing
it's not
pictures.
dry.
I'm
It is
showing
nice, isn't
Lolly's
it?
picture. This is Lolly's.
Well,
Her
see,
work.
it's the upside down pineapple cake.
Yeah.
well,
So
long,
to make that, you've got
long
to
as
lay
you don't
down.
start, long as you don't start stripping.
We saw it being eaten earlier.
You've got to lay down the pineapple
Let's see.
first in the
Let's see
dish.
if we got one more. How do I hit that? Let's do that.
Yeah, what's
Oh, chat.
Yeah, same here, eBay. It's Easter morning.
EB here?
Bunny rabbits, the bunny rabbits running around.
How you doing,
Oh,
EB?
that's right. It's already Sunday morning, ain't it?
Mm.
What do we have
Happy
here,
Easter,
Lolly?
everybody. It's the
It's
pot
a
pie.
mix
It's a
between
shepherd.
a shepherd's pot pie, or it's between a shepherd's and a pot pie. It's got beef, corn, carrots, peas, potatoes,
Oh, yeah.
brown gravy, onions, peppers.
I was gonna say, who dropped the corn and the
Spices.
pecan pie, man? I was like, yeah, it's like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
usually I do like a mashed potatoes on top, then
Yeah.
some cheddar cheese.
Moto, this is the link.
But I decided to do it with the crust instead.
Cool.
Pastry.
Let's-
Everybody loves
Oh,
a
you got
pastry.
the link? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll try and make this bigger so we can see it from over the comment. There we go. Right there we go.
Pastry.
There you go. Thanks, Sick. Yeah, that works too. There he is. Come on in, man. You driving? You got him?
No, I'm not driving. This is a
No?
fiction of our imagination. Hello,
That's
everyone.
fine. You got an AI picture, huh? I like your,
Yeah.
I like your jokes too, man. That works. If you got a little sarcasm, you're gonna fit right on in here. I said, no, that's it's your imagination. I'm not driving. Hello.
Yeah, it's allegedly driving.
Can I put you on the spotlight? Just get a little bit bigger. We see what you're doing there for a sec. I hope you don't mind. We're gonna do it anyway. So
Hey.
we just want to say hi to. There's the beautiful man. What do you go by? What do you like to be called?
Bogdan, Andre, doesn't matter.
Andre, okay? Can I say that? That I can remember till I get to
Bogdan
know
or
you better
Bowden?
for now.
Yeah, it's all good.
Bogdan or Bowden?
Bogdan or Andre, I go by both. I have two names.
Because I know the
Andre
word
works for
Bogdan.
me, yeah.
Very Eastern European. Bogdan.
Yes,
Eastern,
that is correct.
Eastern European. Yep.
Romania.
So what did I have
Okay.
wrong about the channel there, Andre? You got two channels or something? Or
I have 4 channels, but that's like my personal one, sim racing, car, whatever. But the main one is the trucking channel. That Caramidal.
yeah, well, we'll try to get that link sometime or whenever we can because we'd like to
I
put you up there and
think
connect with you, whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's not mandatory. It's okay.
So you don't ride an Uriel then? Do you ride a Harley?
Who, me? No, I don't ride. I'm addicted to speed and I'll die real fast.
Fair enough.
What, methamphetamine?
No, I'm good with that side also. Only speed.
Good
Speed is
boy.
enough.
No. Yeah.
That's a
So
good one.
you don't ride. You just
No.
drive truck.
I rode in the back of a motorcycle back in Romania, and I was like, "Yo, this is pretty addictive. I need to stay away."
Because we're all riders, man. All of us. we're all
Awesome for you.
riders.
I'm passionate about motorcycles, and I watch the motorcycle sport like MotoGP, Moto America, Superbike, stuff like that.
How about the Isle of Man? You into that?
Cool.
The TT, yes, I'm on the Facebook group, and it's almost there.
I love the TT.
So yeah,
Cool.
No,
great
just sort of
people.
giving you a bit of a background of what this channel's about.
I think
we do
Angel briefed me a
we
little
do
bit. Sorry to
appreciate-
interrupt you.
yeah. No, we do appreciate the transport industry workers of America
Yeah.
and the world, actually, the transport operators of the world. It's a difficult job.
That's fine.
Combating with caravanners.
Yeah.
Easy. No, it's easy. If you have an unlimited allegedly truck, you pass them real fast. It's okay.
Yeah. How is the freight like up there where you're at? We have a few truckers that we know that hang out with us here, and it's just been like hard to get loads and ain't paying much right now. I mean, you have that problem where you're at, or is it?
I'm a company driver and I have a fixed paycheck. So if I
That's-
drive
there
or
you
don't
go.
drive, I don't care.
Just don't worry
Yeah,
about
okay.
it. Yep. Yes.
I love driving. I love my job, but
Yeah.
that's the best of it.
Yeah.
Streamlined.
Well, I had a CDL for a while. I did it for a few months, and I don't know. I threw in the towel. After I went and paid $5,000 to go get a CDL. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, right. I actually put a job application in yesterday, something I haven't done for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
For a steamroller driver.
Hi, Connie.
So,
Steamroller.
Yeah, I'm going to drive a roller. on the mines if I get the opportunity.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's heavy metal.
I've been talking about it with Sterling. 155,000 a year.
Oh, sign me up.
I may as well go and get it myself.
I can drive.
I'm starting to run out of money a bit, so maybe I want on the bike. we seem to go through bikes quite a lot when we get a bit of an income. So
yeah, even for half a year, if you're able to do it, I don't know. They don't make you contract for a certain amount of time, do they?
2 weeks on, I think 6 days off. 2 weeks on, 6 days off. You sort of, it can be a bit like going to prison. Living in a small cubicle.
Yep.
But you've got everything there. I'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can get in first. But they are screaming. They're screaming for employment opportunities here in Australia. There's just so much work, and we just can't. We just don't have the population to fill the jobs.
Yeah, well, what happened to us over here, huh? I'm sure there's plenty of work here.
Nobody. It's plenty of work, but nobody wants to work.
There, yeah.
Well, you're not paying enough, mate. That's the problem. $55 an hour is for a roller driver. That's ridiculous.
Well, these kids, though, the kids we got over here, they want to check, but they don't want to work.
Yeah.
Isn't that called Social Security?
Yeah, just like that restaurant we walked in this morning, Top Dog. I walked in and going to tell the girl how many we had, and she no more paid attention to me. I stood there about 10 minutes. Then she finally looks at me. Oh, can I help you? I'm like, if I was by myself, I'd have turned around and left.
Yeah.
For retirees and disabled.
So, Andre, you hosting a live right now while you're on this live? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I am also. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So I guess if you got you're on a different account doing that, then yeah.
Yes, I posted. I think someone posted the link in the chat, but again, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah, well, feel free to, man. That's awesome. So if you're
must be nice.
Live,
go on.
I say if you're hosting a live and you're here with us, what type of hosting are you doing on that live? Or is that being too nosy? Because it seems like they're just watching you drive. Then, really.
Yes.
Okay. That's
the idea of my channel is I am a memory guy, so
yeah,
I live stream since, I don't know, half a year or 1 year, let's say, all of for my kids to see. If that gets traction, great. If it doesn't get traction, not care. I don't put too much effort into it. I just live stream and then I do some, maybe when I have time, some like daily vlogs if I have time, or like some opinion about the transport industry in North America, which I have a bad opinion, but that's a different.
That's awesome, man.
I'd like to hear it. What is your opinion? Is it because taxes are too high?
Andre froze up. There he is. He's back again. Might have to ask him again, Dave. I don't know.
Oh yes, because I didn't hear.
Okay, so what are your opinions of North American driving? Is it taxes too high? Is it tolls everywhere? Is it the pay rate? I'm gonna try to be short. So I come from Europe, and for me, trucking in North America, it was like a dream. Oh my God, the Pete's, the Kenworths. Oh my God, I cannot wait to drive there. I arrived here, and immediately I was like blasted with like a few major downgrades. One, disc brakes, while in Europe have been mandatory. When I say mandatory, manufacturers in Europe are not allowed to sell drum brakes trucks in European Union for many years, since the 90s. I arrive in North America, I see trucks on LA getting on fire because drum brakes. I'm like, yo, what? Well, okay, that's one. So disc brakes. Secondly, I was like, man, if the engine is in front, so no overcab like in Europe, and the trucks are very spacious, which that's a positive thing, then the inside the cabin should be a lot more quiet than Europe because the engine is in the front. Stupid me, it's a lot more noisier than in Europe, which for me is a little bit baffling. Hey, in Europe you have overcap, the engine is underneath my ass, and it's still and I say, when I say a lot more quiet, it's a lot more quiet, even the shittiest brand in Europe. So those are like two major things that are like been struggling with. I have a bunch of positive. The scenery is very nice. We're not limited at 90. The space inside the cab, like I saw in one of my videos, I had the scenery inside, so great positives. But and another thing that I really dislike, and it's let's say annoying, the attitude of like the North American truckers. They think, and I don't want to offend anyone, like, oh, North American trucking is the best by far by any stretch of imagination. I'm like, yo, I don't know, go to Europe for 2 years, visit, and then make an opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying my opinion is more highly rated than others. But they're like stuck in that mentality, oh, old iron is the best and technology is shit. And
maybe
how it was in the 80s, it was better. I was like, maybe some aspects for sure, but not everything. So I struggle with that mentality when I speak with truckers at truck stops and stuff like that.
Yep. Got it. Well, mate, Australia is the place to drive trucks.
I spoke
really
to Australian people. I don't know about that. I love to drive. I love to drive the road trains, but you have a lot of police there, so I'm not a fan of those.
Just drive appropriately, mate, and then the police are your friends. Because I tell you what, you have a crash or you're first on scene. The cops can be your buddies and your allies, mate. They don't necessarily have to be the enemy.
True.
And I've turned it around, like when I was younger as a motorcyclist, the cops were my enemy. But now the cops are my friends, man. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a pig lover. I like pork. But
the cops are nice until they put the cuffs on you.
They haven't done that for a long time, like you treat the cops good.
They're nice to you until they put the cuffs on you.
You treat the cops good, they usually let you off. They give you a bit of a warning. So the last 6 or 7 dealings I've had with law enforcement have all been very pleasant. But it's been my demeanour too, like they've asked me why I was speeding, and I was saying, well, it's long distance, I just want to get there. Have a coffee, have a feed, fuel my bike up and get going again. I need to get there. So I plus 20, on the speed anyway. They could have done me, but it's all dependent on your attitude. If I say, oh, well, what the hell did you pull me over for this time? Then they get their heckles up. Things can go awry. Look, you probably just talked to the wrong people there, comrade. There's some really good Aussie experiences to be had driving the cattle in the Northern Territory in the Kimberleys.
Yeah, I know.
That's exciting stuff. Triple road trains, good Kenworths, and good money. Anyway, welcome to our little community here, mate.
Yeah,
I hope you get something out of it.
I have no problems with the cops, and I've been on your approach since the beginning. Humble, polite, be nice, and when I should have gotten like $1,000 ticket, I got 200. So I understand that. What from my understanding, talk with the Aussie truck drivers, is like the rules are a lot more stricter in some senses.
Thank you.
And that will, again, I love my job. I love driving. So that's why I left Europe. Europe was 90 kilometers an hour. Every 4 hours and a half, you have to stop. And I'm like, that's and it's major traffic jams. I'm like, man, I'm not driving there. I'm just sitting in traffic jams, and I'm regulated a lot. I'm not saying rules are not good. They are good, but you have to do it like good way.
Yeah.
Come to Canada, I'm like, I love, okay, I can be in this beautiful scenery. The speed limit is not 90, which is great.
and everything is nicer. But I see the trend, okay, because instead of, and I believe it's not only for truckers, but motorcycles, cars in general. Instead of attacking the root problem, like having better driving schools for all truck, motorcycle, cars, they're attacking, there's some bad drivers, either speeding, either crashing, either drinking, and we're going to impose more rules instead of like, let's have better truck driving school, let's have a better motorcycle schools. Like I drove in Norway. In driving school in Norway, like for a trucker, it's a lot of hours. It can be free while you're in high school, so not a lot of money. But it's a lot of hours and teach you to be a proper trucker. Definitions can vary what a proper trucker is. So here in Canada, I see, no, let's just impose the same speed limit that they have in Europe. It seems to work there. Well, brother, Europe in 1,000 kilometers, you do 7 countries. In 1,000 kilometers, you don't even get out of Ontario. It's a different ballgame to have a speed limit of 90. Same for motorcycles, same for cars. So I will expect to have better driving skills. That's my rant, kind of.
No, that's good. It explains a lot about why you wouldn't want to be in Europe, and who the heck would want to be in Europe. I mean, so many people, stuff Europe. There's lots of problems to be had in Europe. Lots of, dog eat dog. Really, it's what it comes across to me as. There's no sense for opportunity. There's no sense for someone to try and make a living. It's I feel for my friends who are in Europe. I've got some family members in Europe as well, mainly England and Ireland, and it's a struggle, man.
Yeah,
it's a big struggle for them. But we tell them, come to Australia. There's so many opportunities. Come to Australia. It's the land of opportunity, Australia.
Before I moved to Canada, we were pondering English-speaking countries because we were lazy and didn't want to learn Swedish. So we come and visited Canada for a month and something. I said, okay, should we go to Australia? I have some from online. I have some friends, and I said, hey, give me the real. We have some friends in Sydney, some other friends, and we talked to them and said, hey, Bogdan, I know you're scared of like crawlers, lizards, and stuff like that. Don't come to Australia. That's period. I was like, okay, well, if that's, they said, like, you look, what I have been told by my acquaintances / friends. Hey, you remember when your mother taught you how to tie your shoelaces? Yeah, first they teach us to look for spiders. I don't know if that's a stereotype or anecdote. That's what he told me, and I was like, I'm stopping there. Thank you very much. I would like to visit. I would like to drive, but move, that's a different ballgame.
No, fair enough. Look.
Yeah.
And I'm not good with heat.
What do we got going in the chat here for a minute? Let's see. Brainy says she was subbed to somebody, but apparently the world distractions have kept me from digging deeper into your channel. Not quite sure who you was talking about.
She was talking to me.
Were you? Okay, yeah. Well, that'll happen. Good. Thank you, Lolly. Just wanted to say howdy to a few more people in the chats here. They've been chatting away, and
Yeah, she was wanting to know what kind of mystical themes I was into. So,
have you got another one fired up for the next week or two? Anything?
Yeah, we'll have a live on Tuesday night.
This Tuesday? Cool.
Yep.
Well,
8 o'clock Eastern Standard.
Drop your link if you like. I'd do it, but I'll get a mile behind here. I'll do it when I remember. But
I'll be there if I don't sleep through it.
Yeah.
I did the last one.
Which one? On what?
Lolly's last live.
You did.
Slept through it.
Thank God.
You didn't say that.
Replay.
I have
That's
a
not
voice
good
that'll
advertisement
put you to
for her,
sleep, so
Ray.
it's okay.
The dulling.
I try not to, but
no,
I can put you to sleep sometimes.
No.
No, I was asleep before you got on.
Yeah, he don't get sleep, so when he does, he gets it where he can, right?
Yeah.
He says, "Where's Buck Brown?" and Sterling delivers. We don't know. I've put out like
Probably
2 handfuls of
working.
invites today, at least 10 or 12 invites, and we have how many? 6 here, which is awesome. Well,
They're
I've been
probably
in
working. Ain't it?
invite. We got the
Oh, yeah.
newcomers, so we got 5, and then plus our new man up there. What did I use the name again?
Andre.
Andre. Thank you.
Andre.
Yeah.
I think
I'm getting there.
Sterling could be sweeping.
Hi and bye, Sterling.
So yeah, who
Oh, he is
left?
here. Look at that.
He's
Evil Rick
editing
left.
his video.
Video, okay.
Evil Rick left earlier. He said he had to go because we were on. Sick and I went to Rainy Riders Live last night and hung out with him, which was very nice of him, and got to know a few people over there. And Kelp Fire is going to be being featured on his live right now. So if you're interested in Rainy Rider and what he does, and if you know Kelp Fire, you can support them as well. You know?
Yeah,
So you
Kelp
don't get
Fire's
to
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting interviewed over there tonight.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's like a one-on-one type thing. And
Yeah.
what's that say? Thomas Bailey. Okay, thanks. They're personal things and not towards us. I don't always read them. So good. Sterling is here. Good. Yeah, that's fine, man. You're editing, and you don't get a whole lot of time. He's a truck driver too. Sterling trucking delivers. So
Make sure you get your rest.
yeah, got to get in there while you can. And I did watch his premiere of the video he'd put out earlier, and we watched the premiere. Listened to it on the way home. I remembered a lot of it. It was good to. It was a pretty intense video. If you want to know a little bit about a truck driver and some of the ups and downs that can happen out there, that's a good one to visit.
Hi,
and
Rob's
support
neighbor.
'em.
Riding on Ruby. G'day, Paulie.
Yeah.
He's our registered. He's our
Everything.
regular artist
Yeah.
extraordinaire, the modern day Picasso.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree, guys? The modern day Picasso.
Hop on the live here, throw a few up, give us an actual look-see, and talk. We feature you a little bit, man. We haven't seen you up here in a while. Won't be long. He'll be done driving bus. He totes kids around like every day. And I don't know if he does the activities. Usually, when you're a bus driver, you get called on doing more than just school driving.
Yeah, excursions. They take the kids on excursions.
Help me with the name again, the real name. Sick, I said it this morning. Can't believe I forgot. You forgot too.
What did I forget?
Well, maybe you didn't. You didn't hear me ask you then.
No, what'd you say?
What Rob's real name was again?
Oh, Kerry?
Carrie, thank you. Gosh. That's why I practice, people. That's why I practice.
I don't know how I don't know where I pulled that out of.
Man, I'm pretty proud of you, bro. Very proud of you.
Well, we're kind of caught up.
Yeah, I know. That's nice.
So,
Quiz time. What?
Not suitable for work. Not suitable for work. There you go. Top of the class.
You're sharp.
Not suitable for work is right. Yeah.
I didn't have it. Lolly, you're funny, man. That was on the coffee show. Says, we will be quizzing later.
What's the other one, Lolly? Come on.
I don't even know.
It's on there. It's the next one.
Let's go. Oh yeah, whipping. I know what that one is.
That's a weed whacker. That's the weed whacker. I got
Sick and I were both going for the first answer on that, trying to look good because that's one I know.
In Australia,
we
call it whipper snipper.
I tell you, Lolly's on point, yo.
I know. I know what a whippersnapper is.
Point, yo.
Yeah. Whippersnipper is what we call it in Australia.
Whippersnipper, yeah.
That's great.
No cans puts me over limits. Oh,
that's what my grandmother used to call being a smartass when you was little.
Yeah.
Snipper.
I understand, Ruby. Now I remember a little bit about that. Wow, Sick remembered. Of course he does. He remembers a lot, man. He does. Don't be so hard. So hard, Rod.
Short-term memory is not too bad for Sick.
Yeah, just because
What did you say?
Since I was 16 doesn't mean I'm a brain dead screwball.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
abbreviation.
Halfway there, at least.
Oh, thank God you're not on any of the drugs, mate. I'd hate to see you on the scourge, fentanyl, and things like that. You know,
you know what the
I don't
mott
think
is?
we'd be talking to you.
I don't touch any of that crap.
I don't think we'd be even talking to you. What's that, mate?
Oh, I say, do you know what the mott is?
The mott.
Yeah, Tom.
Ministry of Transportation.
An abbreviation for the ministry.
Yeah,
I guess
I think so.
That's right. But I just didn't know if you knew anything about that comment.
We call it Department of Transport, so it's DOT. It's changed again.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is DOT
vehicles.
here.
Yeah, ours is
DOT.
Department of Transportation.
And they can be quite gnarly too. Especially if you've got any health issues. Every 3 years you've got to go and do a medical at your cost.
Yeah.
At your cost. Everything's
over here you got to do it every year.
Okay, I won't complain then.
I wouldn't complain about every 3 years. Sounds great.
Medical what? I haven't done one in Canada for 7 years.
Wow.
Only if the company requires.
Wow.
We use medical cannabis a lot, Bogdan.
Okay.
with the medical cannabis and driving, there seems to be some
issue
that
you do the CBD doing driving. Sometimes they have a little trace of that, and you got to have zero. It can have nothing.
I would have to not smoke for 2 weeks to get a clean urine. Just saying.
Or you could quote the scientific paper that suggests that after 240 minutes post your ingestion of your treatment, you are deemed fit to drive, as being tested on driving simulators.
Wow.
And but I don't think America would take any peer-reviewed public paper from Australia. They would just sort of go, "Oh, you bloody convicts! What would you know?"
Yeah, they should have those studies here. They're trying to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. It's
They're trying to figure out a way to make a buck on people driving high.
I presented it in court of law and won my case. So I was very lucky. If I hadn't had that piece of paper, I would have lost that case, and I would have been up for $2,500 for the lab report, $2,500 for the fine, and then I think another $750 for court costs, close to $6,000 for driving high. So no wonder they want
What do you think of that? Like if you're smoking and doing, getting high and then driving at anything, do you think that's a good or bad thing? It should or shouldn't be done? I mean, who's got views on? That's a kind of controversial.
It's just like with alcohol, though. It depends on your body. It depends on how much you do, what your tolerance is, how long you've been doing it. There's so many variables that
makes it impossible.
How you react to things. You can't just say because you drank a beer you're drunk and can't drive, and they don't.
And there would be no way that I could do a shot or drink a beer or two and then go for a ride on a motorcycle. That would be just stupid.
Yeah.
Right, but now they're taking the breathalyzer test.
Yeah.
There's some places that don't have them anymore. They make you get a blood test so they can test for the full range.
Yeah.
Well, if it's been 30 days, you're going to test positive for marijuana.
Absolutely.
But you may not have smoked it for 15 days, so you're not under the influence, but they're still going to get you for being under the influence because
what I'm
it's
asking is more like maybe kind of a personal level or whatever. Do you feel that driving high is a good idea is what I'm saying, and do you find that acceptable?
No.
Well, as you all know, I just recently ran for politics here in Australia. One of my policies clearly stated that we do not endorse driving impaired.
Yeah.
Now, Driving impaired means that you're 16 years old, hanging out at McDonald's car park with your bomb in your mouth, and then getting in your car and driving. So we don't want that, and we just don't want it.
Well, I don't want no 80,000-pound truck beside me with a guy being high or something.
Yeah.
No.
We don't want it.
No, nobody wants that. But at the same time, it's how are you going to quantify and qualify the impairment?
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't. It's literally untestable.
Yeah.
You can't test for.
Well, you got choices, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you
don't
got
get me
choices,
wrong.
your own choices, whether to do it, your own whatever. And then if you're going to sign up for a job to do, then or you're going to use, unfortunately, the public roads. You got to just eliminate it if you don't want to have ammunition to have to bitch about it when it comes down the pike for you. You know,
these are all absolute valid,
that's about it.
Valid points. They're valid points. The way I got around it was I had a logbook. I filled out my logbook at time of medication. You could definitely tell that there was over 240 minutes elapsed before I drove my vehicle. So I was covered, and I had a recommendation from a doctor. So with those points in place, I have a defense. It's about providing a defense. But, look, I'm not a teenager smoking dope at McDonald's either. There is a difference.
I'm right there with
you.
I care about being next to Ray Gregory when I ride my, truck, or I care about who's on the road. I don't want to see any more road carnages.
Yeah.
But why should I be disqualified?
You can't discriminate between each person, like Lolly was saying, each and every situation. You're just pretty much screwed for that,
Yeah, but right now there's been several people that's been arrested and put in jail and have to spend the money and have to pay the court cost, and their blood work comes back zero. No alcohol, no drugs, but they were arrested for DUI. So now that's on their record, and that can ruin their life.
Oh, yeah.
And
so it's not just a minutia. It's a big deal, but they're not making it that.
Diabetics also have been arrested for DUI, and it's for low blood sugar.
About that. Yeah, because you act drunk.
They're getting arrested for low blood sugar because when you sugar, you get confused, you get disoriented, somewhat combative sometimes.
I forget where it was at, but this guy had a stroke, and he had a car wreck. And the police officer came, and they beat the hell out of him, arrested him, and took him to jail because he had a stroke, because they said that he was drunk.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy,
simple, James?
It's not right. It's not right at all.
It's not. And it's all because these guys got power, and they don't maybe think things through once, and look what happens. That's why you always got to be on your toes, especially if you're in law enforcement. Think of the unthinkable.
I'm sorry, I'll get off my soapbox.
No, I asked.
Yeah.
I do, but
that's a passionate thing with me. It really is.
Yes.
Like what did Frog say back there? Like this could be a deception. If you've been doing it like a long time, you can justify what you feel is normal because you've been high so long.
Well, if you do it for medical reasons, if you do it for medical reasons, it doesn't affect you the same way. If you have been using it for years for medical treatment, it doesn't affect you the same way. It's just like somebody who actually has ADHD taking Ritalin.
Yeah.
And somebody who doesn't have ADHD taking Ritalin. The reactions are totally different.
It just says I got a high maintenance. Like, I've been doing stuff for so long, I thought I had a high maintenance either, and I wasn't, but I've been like that way so long, so mentally I'm thinking I'm good,
No, he wasn't high.
Can I post an argument here?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So on the same thing that let's say you smoke weed, you get used to it, and your tolerance is higher.
Yeah.
I'm against all impaired, including sleep deprived. The sleep deprived is a lot worse than many of the other things. Okay, but on the same argument that I'm sorry, the lady provided, I cannot see the names. Sorry,
Lolly.
Lolly, Miss, I can say, hey, I love driving. I'm not gonna say my experience big or not. I'm saying that I do this job because I love the job. I have 2 university degrees. I didn't choose. I choose because I love. So I can drive allegedly 36 hours, 40 hours while being okay.
Yeah.
No closing eyes. No. Then should the government provide a special rule for this type of drivers that
yeah,
they are drivers like bull runners, they'll do 20 hours because they're paid by not by the mile, they're paid by the trip. So they're going to do 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours. Should we allow, I think for some things, the government or the society cannot have specialized rules. It's a blanket rule, and that's the best that they can do in current state of time.
I'm not really the best person to talk to about drivers falling asleep or the standard regulations for hours, because my dad was ran over by a truck driver who drove too many hours and fell asleep behind the wheel.
Which happens a lot.
I do believe that there should be standards for the hours you drive.
Of course, and that's what I said. It's a blanket standard for everyone. Are there drivers that can drive 40 hours? Of course. Are there drivers that can smoke weed and be perfectly okay? Of course. But we cannot, the government cannot make the rule that, okay, for you it's an exception, or like, they cannot make the rule so big or specified for each individual. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. I agree that should be rules.
Sterling, he's in Canada. There might be different rules in Canada.
I'm allowed to drive 13 hours.
Lawyers love distracted driving. Well, hey, love and peace, everybody. Just remember that. We're just here doing our best, man, talking about some views. And, man, I didn't mean to, especially bring up sometimes we don't know who people have suffered from different stuffs and subjects that we talk about. And Lolly, I'd have never said a daggone thing if I'd known that. I care
it's all
about
good.
you, man.
It's okay. I get overly passionate sometimes about things, so I'm sorry.
Care about you more than the daggone subject, so we can just move right on. Move on.
I've presented a little video. Would anyone like to watch?
You got one? Throw it on down. I think that's a great idea.
So
I loved your video the other night with the lights and the dark at nighttime. Your night driving, that was an awesome video, and the songs was great.
That's crazy,
what I've presented. It's up to the host to upload it or put it up. So host.
Hey Sterling, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. Does your truck? You going to get you in the process of getting a video for us then, Dave?
It's up. It's been presented.
Is it? Okay, you need me to put it up. I'm sorry. Here we go. Is this it?
YouTube. It's the one.
There we go. Let's put this down. We'll get back to you there, Sterling. You got your volume all the way up?
It's no fun riding by yourself on a group ride, is it?
Right, eh? It's been a while since we've gone for a ride. Anyway, tonight is West Australian Harley Riders Night Good Friday ride. Just a cruise, they said. Anyway, we'll clean our night glasses and let's go for a ride. Yep, let's go. All the way back to Babylon, somewhere alone, and some didn't pass. All the way back to Babylon, count up the missing, the dead and gone.
That was awesome. I didn't know I had the pause button here that I could actually do that on. I thought I'd have to wait on you to do that. I didn't know. But I learned something new here. Man, that was cool, man. The words in that are pretty awesome. That was something you fed to the AI machine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got no copyright issues. It's got,
I remember that.
All of those sorts of things are totally fine.
That was good, Dave.
Thank you,
just
Dave.
gives you an idea of our little Australia.
Yeah. I guess you gave American Outlaws here. He said he gave you a shout in his new video as well. He said took your advice on including the fam and some music creation, man. Just listen to old Mac, man. He gets everybody in there. His sisters, his families, his community, his better halves, everything.
I was talking about Eric's American Outlaws children forming a jug band that he can record. So I'll be looking forward to that video. You know, it brings the whole family into the notion. Excuse me for a minute.
Yeah. So, not to be crappy or nothing to Andre by no means, but somebody was saying that you can get in trouble for live streaming and doing the driving as like you're for a company. Do they know? Do you have to hide it? If it's too much,
No,
I'm asking too. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're good. My company, it's okay. We're good. And it's as long as now I'm not looking at the phone or something, I don't think it's distracted driving. I do. Personally, I don't care. We're good. And the company is good also. They don't care.
Okay.
They trust me.
Fair enough. That's pretty nice that happens. Yeah, it was just something in the chat, so I wanted to bring it out. Go ahead, Dave.
Thank you all for spending the first 5 minutes of indulging me in my video making. Please, my humblest of thoughts. Thanks. Humblest of thanks.
I know you. I was surprised you put your own video up because you're like always very like don't look at my but we all subscribe to your channel to look at that stuff. So just because you're here, you know.
I'm sort of proud. I'm proud of that one.
You should be.
I've
Anybody
made the
else?
music.
Yeah, want to share? I mean,
Share
Sick, you got a
video.
short. You put out a couple shorts, man. You should throw up some shorts, some of your
I
content.
did put out a couple shorts.
Show off what you've been doing. You know, I mean, we're all interested.
Because
That's why we're on YouTube.
This is our weekly Robin of
Jessica
catch-up.
with those chickens.
Let me try to find it.
Could use a chicken short every now and then, or a peck, you know, just like we do our food stuff. I love chickens. My daughter, I'm gonna go see him tomorrow, and see if the chicken laid any Easter eggs for us.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story. The birth of the renewal isn't Easter a pagan sort of renewal holiday or something?
Yeah, well, what is it? The rising of Christ or whatever is the traditional one.
Tradition.
What the Easter Bunny is and all that, I'm not sure. It's just kind of more oriented to have fun with your kids and family.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe, you know. So I don't look at it as a bad thing.
I bet it predates it pre-Easter. The pagans.
I'll be right back.
Carry gone.
Okay, no worries.
Bye-bye. To an AI
Hey.
girl. Get over. I can CTL. Control Alt Delete. Funny.
Excuse me. Anyway, guys, it's day one again for trying to stop smoking.
No, really.
So far, so far, so
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you know.
So far, so good.
There we are. Here's Sick Bastard.
Yeah, there he is.
Is the volume off?
The volume is off.
Oh, that's great.
Where are you?
Hold on. Why is the volume?
No, I can hear it now.
It's always nice to rip up 75 a little bit.
Rip it. Rip it good.
It's a great helmet.
I love it. Yeah. That's a sick bastard, y'all. We'll see if we can find his link. Pop it out there as well.
Nice day out. Not too hot. Waited till the afternoon.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of heat coming off the bike, but you know, it's expected.
Time of year now.
Beating on it. It's always nice to rip up 75 a little bit.
You could have just clicked onto your next one. I know you did a couple of them, but it's cool. Thanks, Sick, for sharing.
And Ray Gregory's been putting out lots.
Ray, you got something to float out there? I know he's kind of behind camera right now. Down.
Hey,
oh,
Lolly.
That was cool.
Sorry.
Lolly. No, I liked it. I was ready to bust a move, man. Oh. What do we got
Tequila.
here? I hope I didn't miss
Tequila.
Control Alt
I love
Delete.
tequila.
Yeah. Doesn't Buck Brown drive too? Yep, he does. He does a little bit of he's on a live stream, but he ain't doing his own live stream while he's driving. I know. Maybe that's what you might be referring to, possibly. But Andre's got himself covered at least. That's what we was talking about earlier.
Oh, look, Jessica, we all love your channel. You know, we...
You see all the eggs she got the other day?
No.
Right.
She got like 34 eggs. It was amazing.
Is it on a video?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was
Well,
amazing.
then let's roll that thing. That's the stuff I want to see. I did not see that, Jessica.
Where
Wanna
can
be?
I find it?
You got comments, Sick? If you could, I'm going to find Jessica and go to her.
The egg. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool little short, actually.
I'm multitasking, so be with me. Do.
Yeah, exactly, Ruby.
Ruby, they get pushed out on a different algorithm, I think. That's why.
Ah, I see. All right.
And more, I think more people are using a phone computer, so that's the reason why.
So, where are we?
I'm trying. I'm multitasking too.
I know.
We're looking. There she is.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I got my brain is so filled with different thoughts and things right now trying to get to your video, Jessica. I am doing it. I'm just gonna get there.
We just want to go to the coop.
We're ready for the coop. Y'all ready for the coop?
Take us.
I think Robert put a link on there for you.
Yeah. I'm already there now, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm there now. If I start going a different direction, I'm going to be like, let's see here. So, Let's see. Which egg one?
That's one. That's the first one where you
the
got
first
your hand
one?
pointed.
Let's take a peek here.
Oh, wait.
Great music too.
Oh,
Hi, EB. Oh, it's a short one, and we've been looping, but that's okay. We need another look at her. The hens of America. Thank you.
I can't wait till I can get some chickens again.
Thank you, Jessica.
I live back in the woods.
Okay, I was gonna say that's not fried chicken, right? That would just not be.
A woman and a kid.
It's dog to me.
All right. Yeah, I know. I had to cut that one short. That's probably the real deal.
It was sort of funny, the chickens and then the pot. That's what happens.
Chicken to pork. Go to the other white meat.
There's nothing wrong with if you have so many chickens, you cull a few. I mean, we grew up as kids, chasing the chickens with their heads cut off around the yard. It's perfectly natural. Okay, we had a bit of fun chasing the chickens, but then we had to pluck them, then we had to gut them, then we had to cook them. I mean, we learnt as kids where food came from, man, and it wasn't the supermarket. It was, grown. See, if you have chickens with a rooster, you're going to get chicks in spring. Some of those chicks are going to turn out to be roosters. You just cull the roosters, eat the young rooster meat. It's perfectly fine, because you don't want too many roosters. You just want one rooster. They can get really protective roosters. And
fresh eggs and chicken and dumplings.
Hey, that's it, Lolly. There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. And the way the world's going now, the way the cost of living is, we have to think of alternatives. So Bogdan's left, has he? Bogdan left.
Me? Frog?
Okay. I don't know. Anyone?
I don't know.
Our truck driving guest is gone.
Yeah, he got, I think he said he got booted for some reason, so.
Okay.
Or disconnected, I mean.
I think he has internet issues or something. I don't know what's up.
Through the tunnel.
Maybe through the tunnel.
We'll have him back again when he's not driving, because you contribute to activity that can possibly get the channel or whatever in trouble as well. So that's kind of
Moto doesn't want to be liable, and that's
kind of the short version of why that's going on.
Yep.
So,
yes.
See,
so STD knows the
we're
answers.
all done. Yeah.
STD is Mr. Legal.
I want to say thank you to Sterling for looking out for us. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And
with his
I feel terrible. I always have, I am a guilty mofo. I'm a guilty mofo feeling. And that's why it was so hard for me to do streams in the beginning, especially when you get somebody that, is on your stream and you're having trouble. I just can't, it takes a lot. And then I'm stressed for days afterwards, like I'm affected, and it just sucks.
Yes, James. He has 2 channels: Sterling STD, Sterling Trucking Delivers, and Sterling Wheel.
Yeah. Let me put Sterling.
What's a little loud?
Am I a little loud?
What's a little loud?
It's a little loud for your information. Oh,
no.
Oh, her. Maybe she was talking about
one of the videos that she was talking about.
Oh.
Let me get the STD link out too for y'all.
It's all good.
So that motorcycle that I can hear racing by, that's your message notification sound, is it, Moto?
Oh, yeah. That's every time I get a text or something, I can put that on silent mode if that gets...
No.
I get so used to hearing it, I forget that you all can hear it too.
It's fine.
I think you, if you can get through...
Lolly.
If you can get through one of my videos where I do the 160 raw past, that'd be the one.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to have that. Now you could set that up for us, or for me, or for whatever, and do another one of those for fun.
You've given me another project.
Yes, and mic it. You can get those cool directional mics too, but just use the one you got, whatever. And we'll just get a freaking nice Road King, and I'll put it on here too.
Hey, Grumpy.
It'll be my new one. Yeah, that's a 2007 R1. My son-in-law's, and yeah, we were broke down I had a broken cable on the Harley, and so we were out in the country. Well, you saw that. It was on that burnout one. I still have that. And we just all sat out there for an hour and a half waiting for somebody to bring a trailer, haul my stuff home. And we just took turn riding each other's motorcycles, doing little flybys. One guy, like you saw, did the burnout. Other people rode a sport bike for their very first time, and we just had a great time sitting out there, and I didn't feel like a burden. I thought that was so nice, everybody, because when you're the guy that breaks down, didn't check his cables, didn't do a little pre-ride tripping, so to speak. And nobody likes to be that guy. Sucks. But they,
So grumpy.
Know some love. I appreciate it.
And I'm sending some love to American Outlaw. I am dying to hear the jug band, the family jug band blues. I cannot wait to hear that. I'm sure it will be absolutely fantastic. And I'm so glad he's involved his family in his entertainment pursuits. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it's very tasteful.
Yeah.
Hey, American Outlaw, can you put up a link for the video he's talking about? Could we check it out?
He may not have even completed it yet because it's a fairly new thing. But then, he's pretty good with his videos.
Well, I thought he had said something earlier about it. So
Yeah,
that's why I was
one of his own, is it?
Throw a link up there so we can see it. That'd be awesome.
Arm James put out some superior, whatever you want to call the shorts of him doing a very fine job, loving his job, doing his very best at his job, and like a real stellar human being. That's what I get out of his videos, and I think they're very good, very, very worthy. You know what I'm saying? And
well, happy birthday tomorrow, Grumpy. Sorry, Mom.
Salute to you, James, man. Arm James, appreciate you.
Because this is what this channel's all about. It's about sharing our content. It's about sharing our ideas. It's about connecting with each other. And mostly importantly, it's about collaborating. And that's what we are doing, collaborating. Yeehaw.
Look who we got here. I'm going to put me down here. I don't need to be seeing there. You guys go. Let's get you above the comments there, Lolly. Here is American Outlaw for you, those that don't know, out of North Dakota, Bismarck, the Great White North. Probably just now barely thawing out. And, service members, retired, I believe, from the service.
Happy birthday, Grumpy.
Yeah, just a little slight introduction.
Hello, everybody.
Great dude.
Short video. This is my daughter B, short for Brooklyn, and we are making a song today. Now this is the second or third attempt at recording this. Second. You want to know what happened? And I blame it all on her.
Just
pop the comments down for just a second.
Yeah, just pop the comments down.
Right now it's not
you can
muted,
see
so
her.
I mean, yeah, great, right?
So sweet.
We got Thumper out, so we might be a little distracted there. Sorry about the infinite loop here in OBS.
Yep. We've all
trying
done
to
that
capture the window capture, and it just kind of seems to go on forever and ever. But that will change here in a minute. Hopefully you can hear us now. But this is kind of a shout out to a good friend of mine in Australia, Dave.
What?
Hey,
Dave.
Dave gave me some words of advice, words of wisdom, okay, that we want to, that he said, involve your family in making songs, right? So we'll get over here. Now you'll see in front of you, hi Thumper, I know. Now you'll see in front of you a website called Suno, and what it is it's an AI helper, I guess, with songs, right? You can either just let it do its thing, which is complete AI. You can do half and half, which you put in all the criteria, okay? You put in all the criteria, and then it's half and half. Then the AI makes the rest. Or you can do custom and write your own lyrics, and then all it does, all the AI does, is basically add the music and sing it.
Cool.
I mean,
yeah, it's a great website to do the creation. Like Dave was saying, he made a suggestion and got his family involved more with just time together. So salute to you, Dave. That's awesome. Yeah. Just little things we don't think of sometimes.
The guy's had a rough time. He's had a rough trot. They'll never say it, but I think the American government has shafted him big time.
So
I've seen his injuries. We all seen his injuries. It's a bad rap for American Outlaw. So what pleasure he can have in life now, I guess maybe it's so important for him. And if he's making music and spending quality time with his fam, that's gold. Gold right there.
Real quick here, before we get too far, Grumpy, want to pull up
Happy
love
birthday.
to you too, man. Yeah, that's a big deal, man. I'm glad you're celebrating and having a good time and enjoying yourself. He rides a lot as well, makes content and shows up at lives and does support, and he's a family guy too. So just saying, we got a lot of great people out here, and I'm just glad you're here we get to enjoy some with you. Howdy again, Red Lady. Haven't got to say hi to a lot of people. Get busy up here, you know. Hope everybody's happy with the way we're rolling along. Go ahead, Dave.
You're a popular channel, Motorborn. You know, get used to it. Get used to it, brother. You're hitting the big time.
Sometimes we get busy, that's for sure. Sometimes I'm here wondering, well, you know, self-pity hits in. You're like, man, what's going on?
That's awesome, American.
Use more special effects every now and then.
You know, that always brings people in. We got some, what we got here?
Oh, hey!
What the hell was that? That was a surprise.
Yeah, don't play the other one.
That's something old Mac does.
Yeah,
He gets
don't play the other
cracks
one.
the whip.
Yeah,
you know?
don't
play the other one.
The first day he got a soundboard, got out there, he was rolling left, just like he was so natural at it, doing his own skit, talking to himself, setting up a scenario. He was just testing. It wasn't even nothing he planned.
Yeah,
freaking amazing.
He's got a good grasp on media, that's for sure. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, have you got that grasp on on media?
He's an attraction, man.
Buck Brown, Earthlings.
What's
up,
illegal
Hey,
aliens.
T4. Hope you're feeling better.
So they called him the other day.
Spaceman.
Yeah.
The extra testicle.
extra testicle.
Still has the AC.
A spare is always, you know, handy.
Freezing.
Oh gosh.
Freezing here.
It don't take much to trigger this crowd. Do it.
I love that song.
You did.
Oh, there you go. Good on you.
There again, we got. You need to friend me on the AI if you can. I have like 4 friends, and when I have them, I can pull the page up and go to your page real easily. Like Dave, we could go see his stuff and play a song right off the old Weber site. Randy's right. Either I'm on YouTube too much, or these are getting more frequent. Well, this is the Saturday thing that we like. That's what I used to just do is Saturday, and a couple other of us did these community things. But you see me pretty much every morning on that coffee show, probably that coffee show. That sounds like a better name for it, don't it? How you doing, Buck? Welcome on in, man.
Welcome.
I need an opinion. Should I have the coffee in the morning tomorrow morning because it's Easter?
Let's do that.
It's your channel.
You can.
Huh?
Your channel.
Do it your way.
Yeah, I guess.
And
it's your channel, and you want it now.
I want my.
You should do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
We could do the MTV.
Thank you.
I want my.
Not everybody's got big plans.
Coffee
And
show.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, look at my subtitle down here underneath my name.
But you got Lost in
Little Rock.
I've lost a lot in Little Rock.
Buck and Little Rock.
We know.
Where are we? Yeah, thank you.
It's good to see you bring back, Randy's. You know, you got something you want to share with us, always say so. You got a little clip, a little music thing. I know you play, you know. Please, nobody be shy or feel like, goodness, you know, you don't want to bring yourself attention or whatever. Just throw it out there.
No, absolutely wrapped for American Outlaw that he's doing things that are challenging the AI. It's not he's not being dictated to by AI. He's controlling what goes in, what goes out. And it's a good lesson for all of us. You know, it's a tool that we can use, not be shackled to. But anyway, morning, Mr. Buck.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's
I'm doing another field trip while I got a little bit of light.
Yeah, okay.
Real quick, Buck, hang on a sec. That is what is so cool when you got your kids or your grandkids or something. They see something like what happened here, like, and then get excited to see yourself on the live stream. That's like seeing yourself on TV or something, you know, when you're a kid, man. It's just
famous.
Like a big deal. So it's really cool.
It is a big deal.
Brooklyn,
It's a big deal.
Here's to you, and I hope you're having a great night with Pops there. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, round of
Just want to give a shout out too to Wannabe because she's taking her her motorcycle riding classes.
So
yes, that's right. I forgot to say that. That's right.
She can ride.
No,
that's
we need
awesome.
updates.
Jessica, that's great.
EB, lots of love your way too. Appreciate you for being here and giving us the heart and the love.
Is she still in holidays?
Philippines? I don't know if she's... Is that what you were asking? If she's still there with the family? I don't know, EB. If you feel like letting us know, you can. I just hope whatever you're doing, you're having a good time doing it.
Man.
And thanks, Angel, for bringing Randy and a few others that you do go over. Like always, you're special. You're special like that. Can I say that?
Can I say special? Like
Good luck.
Sweet special.
Good luck.
There we go.
That was special for you. There you go.
I
don't
just
know
saw
if that
that
was
picture.
like heartfelt special, but you know, it's the best I could do.
I just put I just saw that
Put a hoodie on.
picture of the
So freezing,
Yeah,
dude. It's
fucking
got the
Bronco.
AC cranked.
Dave, I'm so sorry if I stepped on what you were saying. What did you say, Dave?
Well, it concerns you, so yes, in this case, I will say it. I just saw the picture of the bucking Bronco. My God, that's an amazing tattoo.
Oh,
the line work.
Yeah, I like that tattoo.
It was the
line
lady's
work,
first
man.
one, yeah. It was such
It's,
she was so patient. She's younger. She goes to college school. She comes down this way here to visit her parents, which I've worked on them before, and we had that snowstorm, and then something else happened, and then she couldn't make it because of a flight to go back to school. Well, she stayed patient and waited, and this is like, who knows, a month or two later, and she's back. I was so thankful that and I felt so bad when we miss appointments, and I'm like, gosh, you talk about anticipation, because you're waiting for your very first one. You got some anxiety, right? And so she probably went through some of that, and but anyway, today was the day, and we made it really special for her too. I think.
Anyway, she's a very lucky lady to have such good fine line work.
Thanks, man.
You see a lot of I see a lot of tattoos.
It looks
that are just
simplistic.
thick.
The design looks simplistic. It's very graphic. It's very silhouette-ish. But if you do a good job, make the stuff smooth and make, like you said, the crisp lines, and then then that's like more on the technical end, and that's not.
She's a
easy
very
to
lucky
do.
lady.
Yeah, it was.
She's a very lucky lady to have a tat like that, man.
Well,
I want to live stream. You're gonna do that now.
Buck, where you at? You're standing outside, man.
I'm in Little Rock. I'm on our terminal yard, and I was going to show you guys before I lose light.
Okay, well then let's do that, man. I'm sorry, I get a little distracted.
No, it's fine.
Buck,
It's fine. Each one of these trucks that you see here, they're all carriers. They're all owner operators that are leased to the same company I am.
Okay.
I mean, it goes
So you have to do
all
your
the
own-
way down there.
Do they help you book loads, or do you got to?
They got their own
option.
Well, that's the good thing about what we do. They book their own freight.
Yeah.
So we pull their freight for them with their trailer.
Is it?
But that's not all the trucks that are here this
No.
weekend.
Yeah.
Starts
yeah.
down there. These are
Nice.
all owner operators now. These
Yeah.
are not company trucks. Wait a minute.
Where
Wait a minute.
was the blue one? We got a blue one.
There.
Oh, there. That might be it.
Wait a minute.
No.
There's more. There's probably
Where's yours?
200 trucks sitting here.
I thought you were
mine's right
pointing-
there.
Yeah,
Mine's
that's
right
you.
there.
Okay, because I saw the blue one coming. I said, well, maybe that's you.
No, there's all different shapes, all different sizes.
Look at that beautiful Kenworth.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Grain
Oh, yeah.
out there.
That old
I'm a sucker
W9.
for a Kenworth. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a Kenworth, especially a
Grain
W9.
bins. Yeah, they're beautiful.
I actually recorded a video of an old W9. I mean, it was probably in its 50s. Blew my doors off earlier. I'm gonna make a short of it here tomorrow.
Yeah, good. Do
I'll be back, guys. I gotta take the dogs out.
Oh, all right, Lolly.
Old
I'll be right back.
SARs
All right.
operating around. You know, the old Kenworth SARs.
Yeah.
With that sort of pointed nose.
I mean, he blew my freaking doors off. He had
What
the old
was
tear
he
headlights and
driving?
everything.
Peterbilt or the
He was
Kenworth?
pulling. He was pulling. It was an old W900,
Yeah.
and he was pulling a steel. He was pulling a steel trailer, an end dump like
getting
mine,
4
but
to
it's a
6
steel
miles a
trailer.
gallon.
But he's getting all the attention.
4 to 6 miles a gallon.
We love our trucks, man. And we got a lot of them here in Australia.
It'd be really hard to make money with an older truck like that, and really, I guess you'd really.
Well,
have to
he's
know what
into
you're doing.
specialized hauling like I am.
Yeah.
That's where you make your money. That's where you make your money.
Yeah, being special. Special.
Keep me up here a second. I'm fitting to show y'all another branch of the company I'm leased to. They do river work, barge work, and I'm fixing to show you their tugs and some of their barges because it's right here behind where I was parked.
Right on. It's a good point too, for.
I mean, I'm literally right here on the edge of the river.
What a beautiful place you're
Arkansas
at, really,
River.
You know.
The Arkansas River.
And just the other side of that tree line is the Bill Clinton International Airport.
Well, there you go. I did not have
don't know if y'all can
relations
see
with that lady.
But I don't know if y'all can see. I'm fixing to show y'all the skyline of Little Rock. If y'all can see it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, look at that.
Way back there.
There she is. We see it too, man. That's great. What are those in the water there? Those.
Let's see.
They're barges.
What,
Yeah.
boat?
Buck, that looks a lot like Perth.
Yes, sir.
The skyline is a lot like Perth. You know.
What is the water's edge or?
Yeah, the water and the skyline of the buildings. Yeah, that's a lot like Perth.
What are those containers there, Buck? What's up? What's in the water?
Barges, I think.
These are barges.
Barges. Okay. Yeah.
And this is one of the barge docks.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right.
So is
See, there we go.
Is it chemicals or grain?
Grain.
Yeah, it's feed.
Grain mostly.
Little Rock.
Hell, we've even filled up barges of wood pellets, and I'll be loading Monday. I'll be bringing roofing granules over to load into a barge.
Gee, okay.
But yeah, this is just
That's
one of
good,
their barge docks. They've got 7 docks on this side of the river.
Yeah. Nice.
Their barges way on down there.
Woo. That's a good point, Angel.
But yeah, I wanted to show you all this while the light was still decent.
Airport run.
Matter of fact, that's one of the grain silos there where the trucks come in and unload, and it runs down the belts to the chutes.
Bar, no copyright, no. Yeah, absolutely. Link us up. We'll do that after we get our tour with Buck here. No, this is nice. This is remote. This is the great thing about streaming, you know, into a whole audience. You can see some really crazy, like little day in the life of Buck and truckers and anybody else who's out there living that type of lifestyle.
Well, this is like for lime and I think nitrogen, ammonia nitrate.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the grains go in those big bins.
Yep.
Corn and wheat and soybeans.
they run air through them and the bottom, everything, and like dryers, and it's interesting.
Yeah, there's big. Yeah, there's actually big.
Yeah, I used to weld Y branches for those systems that went there or our shop did. It was a sheet metal shop, nothing special, but we'd get an order from them, and make 50, 100 of them and galvanized steel and weld them up. Man, that stuff was nasty, welding galvanized.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how
So
crazy it was as a kid, but I did it.
So your employment seems pretty ongoing then, Buck.
Well, we haul products that go to manufacturing for the products that, for the finished products that go on the shelves.
Muesli bars with the oats, things like that. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, some people don't have those. I mean,
it's a lot of trucks.
I get
anyway.
both. I do. As long as I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a tough subject.
And that's our terminal office there.
Yep.
That's where all the dispatches are at, the safety department, management, blah, blah, blah.
Now, have you been here several times before, Buck?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least for me.
No, there's no litigation problems here while you're out of the truck and walking around, eh?
I mean, it's here for us. I mean, we got a real nice driver's lounge.
Nice.
Shower facilities, laundry facilities, break area.
Kind of look forward to those spots. Then when you pull up, you're like, yeah, kind of like at home away from home.
Well, a lot of the guys that run during the week and they take the weekends off that live nearby, I'll show you. Jessica. They park their personal vehicles here and then they run for the week or two and
come back
and take the weekend off, leave their big truck here, get in their personal vehicle, then go home for the weekend.
Can help keep your sanity taking some breaks like that when you can do it.
And they park them right here in this row.
Yeah.
It's always baffled me why you haven't got the different trailer configurations depending on what country you're in. We've got crazy configurations of our trailers, like bogies on our tractors. They've got three wheels. I think it's probably to do with the sort of weight ratios, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't haul heavy haul here, but not with the carrier I'm with. But this is our driver's lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a firehouse.
I'm actually fixing to cross. This is a levee they've got built up in case the river gets up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
The levee runs all the way down there.
Very good idea.
And all the way down there.
We're almost caught up. Thanks, Sig. Appreciate you, man.
Jessica was commenting about her test.
There's a few drivers in the lounge.
School. I don't know if you want to bring that up again, but I'm almost caught up to the end, and then maybe we can bring it up again.
And then when our trailers need washing out, that's our wash bay.
That's a wash. That's a truck wash.
Yeah.
That's just what the whole building is dedicated for, huh?
Yeah, pretty well a one-stop shop.
That's expensive. That's
and
multi-millions
the trailer
of dollars
shop.
there.
The trailer shop's right there where that awning's lit up.
Yeah.
That's where they do all the trailer maintenance.
Yeah, they're glowing in there right now.
So you'll stay with this company for a bit?
I just hit my 3-year mark on the 13th of March.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You've got a good thing.
And the wind is not blowing, but there's our American flag.
All right,
Usually
James.
Oh, glory.
James is leaving. Just wanted to say goodbye, bro.
Yeah, James is leaving.
Love you, man.
Okay, enough of my tour.
Oh,
no.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, it is great, man. I appreciate you taking time to do that for us, man. It's always a privilege. Include us in your lives like that and what you do.
Well,
and
one of these motorcycle guys, they like to see the trucking side of it too. And I bring a different aspect. I got I got a
You
little
do
bit
both,
different aspect
you know?
than well.
Yeah. It's like me.
Sterling
sometimes
brings what he brings to the table, and all the other
Mhm.
truck drivers bring what they do to the table. And I just, when I get a
Yeah.
chance to, I like to show you guys a little bit
It's
more of the behind the
100%
scenes
of
for me.
interest. So don't even.
And also, Buck, I'm not the only Australian tonight watching. There are a few Australians who are keen to watch and see how the life of Buck Brown's going. So
Well, I appreciate that.
no, we
Because
appreciate
the feeling's
you, brother.
mutual.
Exactly, brother. Okay, so she started.
Grandbaby, sorry.
It's all right. Started today. I learned the basics of haying. Feel quick, felt good. Tomorrow we'll learn emergency maneuvers. Yeah, okay. We're going to need those, my dear, because you never know when you need to apply that emergency brake. Clutch in, front brake, back brake together. That's something you can practice tonight with Rob, because I'm sure Rob would know all about emergency braking. And your dear husband can run through what to be prepared for tomorrow. A bit of a sort of not revision, but a preempting of what you're going to be. We Aussies give a buck. Hey, that's it. That's nice one, Rod B. Yeah. So ask Rob to go through the emergency braking with you while the bike's just on the stand. So you've got an idea of clutching, front brake and back brake together. Now, am I right in that, Mr. Gregory? For an emergency brake, you need the clutching, front brake and back brake together. Is that your emergency braking? Or am I doing it wrong?
Who are you asking? Anybody?
Anybody. Yeah.
Gregory.
Maybe Mr. Gregory. Mr. Gregory's the longest serving rider here. Now, for an emergency brake, how would you do an emergency brake?
On a motorcycle?
Yes, on a motorcycle.
Grab the front and rear brakes, but don't grab them hard.
No, it's a feathering. And do you put the clutch in?
No, just hit the front and rear brakes, slowly apply the brakes.
Slowly.
Unless you got a bike with, especially if you got one with no ABS on it.
Yeah.
Don't panic don't panic and hit the brakes because you're going to lock it down and fall over. But
that's it.
Yeah, if you've got to keep your senses about you when you're riding because you know, emergency, it's like somebody pulled out front of you or turned in front of you, just grab the front and rear brake very gently and
don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic because you panic.
It is true. It is a life and death situation. That's
I done had to do that on the Road King, and with an anti-lock, it had to have been from the anti-lock brakes, I would hit the girl. But if I was on Eleanor with no anti-lock brakes, I would have probably slid into her.
Yeah, so Eleanor has her limits.
So you really got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, she's heavy too.
It would help if you practice emergency stopping. Get rolling about 45 miles an hour, apply your front and rear brake at the same time, and get used to
how it feels.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I worry about Katie on her trike. She don't use the front brakes.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do one day with the rod with to fall off the rear brakes.
Yeah.
It's
a bad habit.
That's all I use is front brake.
Yeah.
Thomas, sorry, Moto. Thomas, how's your girlfriend doing? She's out of the hospital, out of physical therapy and everything. Just asking, just checking. See how she is.
I think you'd want to do that afterwards.
Yeah, I think
your rear brake be afterwards. Rear brake,
Mr. Gregory,
really, as little as possible. Really, I mean.
Yeah.
Mr. Gregory, I think you would make a fine motorcycle instructor.
Oh, no doubt.
No.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a teacher.
You are. Just the way that you thoroughly explained that before.
Yeah, 100%.
I beg to differ.
Would you say
But anyway.
advertisement movement is always better than
Yeah,
braking?
I mean, I've always been taught to brake hard front,
Yeah.
hard
You know-
front, and then bring the back on easy.
Yep.
No.
If
I
at
mean,
all,
you know,
really.
I have to lock them up.
it's whatever. It's what makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that
But we're
clutch,
all-
you know, that's an option in a way. Like if it stalls on, it's probably not that big a deal. But as long as you're focusing on what you're doing, if you can bring that clutch in later, you think you need it, bring it in later.
Well,
you're
and you're right, because if you got an emergency brake, if you're hitting the front rear brakes, your clutch
Yeah.
better be pulled in,
yeah.
because you're not because you make it harder to stop.
But I'm just saying that's three things.
Disengage the
That's-
engine.
That's three things you got to do at one time in
Yeah.
emergency braking.
That's
Look,
probably
we-
wrong. So don't take my what
we
I just
support-
said. Just
We support Jessica,
Yeah.
and this is all for her because she's
Yeah.
a darling, and we want to see her succeed.
yeah,
Um,
Jessica.
and
That's
that's
awesome. So she
this
probably
is-
did about some testing and probably did some riding actually today. So
Yeah,
is that
but-
the first time you kind of
Well,
rode by
I think
yourself?
she's got a supportive husband who will be there for her.
yeah, the more you
And,
ride, better you'll get.
Yep, that's it. You've got to ride every day. Well, you don't have to, but I mean, it does help.
Katie started off riding around the neighborhood where it's safe.
Mm.
I started
God, I
on
started-
back roads.
You want that squat to start in the front end because that's where all your power is. So I don't know why you'd want to start. And Angel, I'm not arguing, and I don't know a thing about this, but why would you put your rear brake on first, if not hitting your front brake hard? Because that's where all your weight, all your grip, 80% or more of your, from what I understand, your braking power is going to come from is by that front suspension diving down and giving you the power that you need.
Yeah, because on sports bike that runs in the curves in the mountains and all,
Yeah.
they call it trail braking. You hit
Right.
your front brake and it plants the tire on the ground.
Yep.
It
Bringing
throws
it
all the
down.
weight on that front tire. They call it trail braking.
Excuse me, I'll just mute.
And I'm not an expert and I don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm just going by what I've heard, what I think I might know. But if there's like something
Yeah,
to that, I'd like
yeah.
to know.
Well, same, back when I had my crotch rocket, my sports bikes,
Yeah.
you go in a curve kind of fast. You want to hit that front brake
Yeah. So you don't
to
high
slow
side.
you down. You don't want to hit the rear brake.
No, you high side real quick. As soon as you let off on it, it's going to toss you up and over.
Yeah.
And
But
I've
when
done
you
it.
hit,
Sorry.
yeah, see, because when you hit your rear brake, it wants to stand the bike straight up.
Yeah. I was going to say, when I first started riding sport bike, I never trusted the front brake because I didn't understand how great they were.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I can't do it. And I'm always hitting that rear brake. And of course, it's on straightaways. I'm not doing no MotoGP.
Well, you're fine on
But I
straightaways.
would be like, yeah, I'd be like, you'd always hear me and they'd get a smile, a little laugh from my friends that do ride sport bike because they know I'm just learning, and
Yeah.
and then I understood how hard you can actually put that front brake on a bike. And because it's just the harder you driving it in there, you'd have to, I don't know if you could even lock it. I'm sure you could lock it up if you went
Well,
crazy
you don't want to
on
lock
but
it up.
No,
You don't want to.
but I know that. I'm just talking
Well, that's
about
it.
finding that limit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is once you do it though, and you're gradually doing it, man, you can just keep adding more and maybe the ABS, if you get ABS, you'll feel it start doing
Yeah.
some weird stuff.
You know,
on you, but
it's just like riding on the back of the dragon, a sports bike running 80, 90 miles an hour or some of them curves,
yeah.
You just hit that front brake.
Yeah.
Don't hit the rear.
Yeah.
Look, another thing to consider, Jessica, is that when you are on your bike, think about front, back, side, and side, about 2 vehicle lengths circle is the protected area that you need to think about. That's your property. That's your most important area. because you don't want the car merging into you. You don't want the car braking suddenly, or the car not braking at the back of you. And so you need a buffer zone, a bit like if you could imagine you're in a big ball and a cushion. And that's what you've been trying to think about. You mean, correct me, guys, if I'm wrong here, but so front, side, and rear, you need about at least one bike's length space between, just as a sort of a buffer that's enough to get you out of trouble. If the
Always
worst
try
case
to leave
scenario is
yourself
that,
an out.
yeah, you've got to think about an out, you know.
Don't get overconfident.
Always.
Yeah.
Once
Exactly.
Once you
I
start
think of it.
gaining confidence and you start feeling good, be careful, because you don't want to
Yeah.
become overconfident
Yeah.
when you
That's-
first get your first bit of confidence. Just be
Yeah.
cautious of that. A lot of people
And
do
then-
that.
and end up riding like all of us.
There's one good way you can avoid a lot of accidents is definitely do not tailgate yourself.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Mm,
Always, be thinking
Have
about
a
that.
buffer.
Like, what happens if somebody's slamming that? But I got to tell myself, because I find myself when I'm getting close, I'm going, this is just crazy on a motorcycle. Never
Yeah.
be getting that close, you know? And 'cause that's one area you don't have to practice your braking. Like an emergency brake, you know, just get rid of that one. Don't do it.
And don't go
You
fast
know,
through the curves.
Somebody pulls out you at an intersection. That's like, I'm always playing a scenario in my head. I'm always looking. You always hear me on my videos. There's a puller out, possible puller out. You don't know. Even if they're looking at you, you can't.
Yeah,
take
you
it
got to
for-
be a mind. You got to be a mind reader and a
So,
fortune teller.
When I see that and I go up, I take a quick glance on my left side at my mirror and go, is there anybody in that lane if I'm in the two lanes going the same way, or if they're this way or that way? Because I got to know which way I can move if that actually does happen. Or I slow way down and I start cranking on my exhaust. The guy was telling me the other day, well, that exhaust don't save life. No, it helps, but
everything everybody's saying is so relatable to any vehicle you're in or on.
yes, definitely. But even more so, like I'm a lot more relaxed in the car, tell you honestly, but because I ride so much, I do apply it to driving. But my ego tells me I'm in a lot safer being with all that metal around you or plastic. And you are, you know, a small bump getting hit on a bike could totally maim you or kill you. A tap or a rear end in a car, you're good to go 99% of the time.
You got to
But
be
anyway,
guessing what all the other drivers are going to possibly do in front of you to screw you up or get in your way or hit you or cut you off or break in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, the more confident and more experience you get, the more you'll understand and read what cars can and will do. Usually,
alleys are bad. Alleys.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, that where there's a lot of apartments, like when I get down by that where the ocean front is, you got everybody coming in and out back, and you got cars on the street. You don't know if there's kids, dogs. You don't know if somebody's backing out. They're hitting. You see, you just got to go slow. You have
just
no problem.
enjoy the
be in a
time
hurry.
you're on your bike, though. You know,
it's
not all doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom, Jess. It's actually really, really
Just
rewarding.
take your time. Take
And
your
a
time.
sense of freedom. And
it'll be fun.
I would hate to be a pigeon. It would scare the bejesus out of me to be on the back of someone's bike, not in control. So but I do have a question for Mr. Gregory.
Ray?
Mr. Gregory, what's the name of your cat starting with M?
My cat.
Yeah, what's the name?
Hazel.
Starting with M.
Hazel.
Do you have a cat called M starting with M?
No.
So it's Hazel. Okay. So to the person that asked the question,
well, it was Thomas.
It's Hazel.
Got Hazel.
Robert, you're going to be great with her. I know you're going to help her so much, man. She's in great hands.
Look, fantastic live today, Mr.
Teach
Motorborn.
riders. Sorry.
Fantastic live, everybody. Thank you all for your contributions. This little black duck's got to go on an Easter egg hunt. There you go.
It's that day for you already, ain't it?
Oh yes, the Lord has risen. The Lord has risen, and the cavities are just about to be.
Nice.
Yeah, cavities are about to increase. Love, patience, and tolerance, man. Grace and mercy, all your way for them teeth.
So everybody have a great week. Love your friends, love your people, love your family. I'm so glad, and I look forward to seeing American Outlaws' new installment.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey.
Take care, David.
Before you take off, Dave, love having you here. Glad you always hear your big contribution, man, to the community and everybody, man. We love you much. And
you rock, Mr. Dave.
You
yeah,
will.
man.
I'm just holding the mirror up to you.
Yeah.
All right. Later, y'all.
Such a good place to practice your gratitude and loving people and talking about them, you know, like what we do here. I think it's so awesome, you know.
Happy Easter.
Because without this, I wouldn't get to do that with you. I'll just be watching a video here or there, maybe never get to know you. And so
yeah, no, it's a good thing. We're all very close now. It's all good. Okay, later, guys.
Bye.
So
yeah, I thought he beat feet already, and I was just talking. He probably thought, "Damn, Dean, you're holding me hostage." See, I'm always worrying about what other people think, and I'm terrible at that. I apologize. I do that all the time. What's up? Angel did some, you do some teaching as well? Is that what because I know you probably know stats then and stuff like what you're talking about, so I ain't here correcting you. I'm just telling you what my brain thinks and what I think I know.
Are you heading out, Rod B?
You know, expert, but yeah. Well, intermediate's great. Plus, you know your bike.
I've been driving a truck for 32 years, and I'm nowhere near a professional yet.
Well, that makes you a professional, is knowing you don't know it all. You're still learning and striving to get better, I'm sure.
I may act like I know it all on YouTube.
Play one on, yeah, on
come
film.
on, Rod. Take care, man. Have a happy Easter, happy 420.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Grandbaby.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. It doesn't leave you much.
Well, that's awesome. I get to pick a grandbaby up tomorrow and bring them to mom's.
That's cool.
Yeah. She's 13 and
Night
I don't get to spend
2-4.
as much time. Good night, 2-4. Don't get to spend as much
Good night,
time with
2-4.
her. She's just like, you love them so much.
Oops.
Got to check out too. Yeah, I think we might as well wrap it up here pretty soon. Almost 9:30. So
is it? All
I want to
right.
hang out.
No, it's only 20 after 8. Here,
Yeah, I know.
Central
Might
Time.
be where
Some of
you're
us-
at. Some of us, you following the sun.
I'm west of the Mississippi.
You following the sun, yeah. MISSI,
Oh.
SSIPPI.
Crooked letter, I.
Yeah, we did that one before, ain't we?
Well, Emma, she could. Well, never mind. We ain't going there.
All right, man.
I already done it, sick. Okay.
Sweet.
Gloria, howdy. That's the first I seen you. I'm sorry if you've been here and I missed you.
Gloria.
Yeah. Did the stream do
It's
what?
early for you, Jess and Robert.
What you say? It's only, yeah.
It's early for them. There's 3 hours difference almost.
I think it went okay. I don't know. I did. It was cool having the new person you brought by. We got to know somebody new. Sorry, yeah, he ain't here, but
I mean, I don't think you have to ride a motorcycle to come in.
not at all.
No.
Not at all.
You know.
A lot of us are,
I mean, Buck don't ride a motorcycle.
not a real one.
Nope.
Oh wait, is he still here? No, he's
Oh,
off.
is he still here?
Oh wait,
No, I thought he left.
Oh, there he is.
Shit.
We were talking about your indigenous motorcycle.
Oh, really? Oh, really now?
We're talking about your indigenous motorcycle.
You poked that bear hard, Mr. Gregory.
Hard.
You got me in trouble too, damn it.
Just wait, I'm still editing a video.
Yeah, but Buck knows I'm just joking, though.
I
So
know
that's
it.
you
We
know.
are.
Coming
Much
from a
respect.
fellow who was wondering why my air cleaner was on the wrong side. What kind of Harley's got an air cleaner on that side? That's what he said to me.
I'm just trying to make a good impression on you.
There you go.
Good job.
I mean, I knew you rode Indian.
Yeah,
that's like when I pulled up and called. That's like when I first pulled up and called you. Hey, Buck Brown.
That ain't what you said, Jack Wagon.
I know it. I said fried chicken. I thought about that coming all the way down to Sid.
And you know what's funny about that gas station we met at? That was my second paying job ever when I was a teenager. I worked there cleaning up around the truck stop, that little fuel stop there.
Wow.
So yeah. But yeah, I don't know what my video is going to turn out to be, but it'll be something.
Yeah. Well, it'll be good. You've always made a great video. For real.
Yeah, people just tell me I need to do more.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I wish I could. I might grow up one day and make a good video.
I don't know how these truck drivers have time to do all this editing.
Yeah, man. All this time for editing, man.
Very efficient and very good at it. That's all I can say.
Do what, Lolly?
I said you make lots of good videos.
Oh yeah, Ray. No, I don't even pay mind to him when he criticizes himself because you're full of it.
Well, we are on worst enemy when it comes to
100%. Yeah,
that's true.
Just
Hey, Jim.
disappointed in yourself, and it's like, no way, man. That's I don't know. First time I heard you, I was like, oh well, we're gonna subscribe to this before I even knew you. Yeah, and I was so surprised. I'll never forget. So surprised. I'm like, I didn't even know he was doing it on a phone for the longest time. I thought, damn, he.
Yeah, about the first year on my phone.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
I think it was awesome.
I need to start doing sleepy time story videos.
All mine's been on a phone.
Phone too, yeah. Do a great job.
And the one I'm editing's been on my phone.
Great job with it.
I just transfer all the stuff over to my iPad and use the editor in the iPad because I can see all the little widgets better to make the cuts.
I do the same thing, but you don't put your phone on front of your helmet going down the road.
No.
No.
That's the reason I went to the GoPro.
I'm outlawing it.
Yeah.
I'm rev matching when I shift and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People I noticed people looking at me kind of funny with that big old phone stuck on my helmet. They give me
I
a
really
GoPro.
don't want to miss a text here. You know, they probably don't even know you're filming with it. Like, she just don't like to, Sterling. I tried to ask her a couple times and not a fan of it and doesn't want to. So, yeah.
Who knows?
If I start now, I will start, what'd she say? I start 2 weeks to a month to get my next video out. Yeah, I know you take a long time, but you got a lot of work you do in all year, especially with the digital flags that you make. I spruced up a few of mine just because of you and trying to make some nice ones again. Go ahead, Ray.
Takes me 5 minutes.
Yeah. And you, yeah.
And if I get a video I don't have to edit, it takes me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Thomas, click on Rod B's name, click go to channel, go to his channel, and make sure you're subbed. That's all you need to do.
I'm doing something right. I'm getting anywhere from 15 to 4,000 views a day. 1,500 to 4,000.
That's more than we get.
I got almost 2,000. Yeah, I check my total views every morning.
You're a beautiful man, Sterling. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why you have a wrench, Thomas.
Better stop that.
I think
Stop
I got
talking
about
that way.
I think I got about another 30,000. I have 1 million total views, and I mean I know that ain't nothing. I know there's people out there that got millions and millions of total views.
Yeah. What were you up to 50,000 this month? Just in a month?
What, on total views?
Yeah, for a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that one video, that one short got over 50,000 views.
Holy shit, yeah.
Just in a few days.
Yeah.
That's that.
Sterling, AM or PM?
It's just neat that it does that. Next video on STD should be tomorrow at 8
AM?
Yeah.
That's
It's military time. I remember asking him about that next time, so that would be in the morning.
That would be the morning, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you for the assistance.
Yeah, I knew, I was like, I know he does it. I know he don't do that on purpose, because he told me one time, and thank God I remembered. Hey.
Yeah.
68, 70. So 33 more thousand views. I'll have 1 million
Yeah,
views.
that's amazing. Like how you speak. Have we heard you speak in your videos though? I mean, it's been so long since I've seen you in your videos. Like we've seen you. I don't remember if I hear you speak in them.
What, the views?
No, I was talking about Angel and speaking in her
Oh.
video. She doesn't speak. Doesn't like how she sounds when she speaks, or she has a hard time speaking the English language well enough that she's not confident with. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, we could figure out what she's saying. All she got to do is come over and hang out.
That'd be great sometime if she ever does. It'd be a blessing, but I'm not gonna egg her on because she'll get upset.
If she'll just come on and show her face.
Moto.
Yes.
Did you ever delete the link? Because I never deleted it.
No, it's way back there, Miles. That's what I asked you.
I'm going all the way back to the beginning. I'll find it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. We're about over anyway.
Let's
see. I'm going to hit these here up. Said, already, guys, have to pick up son tomorrow from work. Have a wonderful night. And I'll let y'all know when I pass that class. I love that. You already know you're going to pass. It's just a matter of when. And take a little picture. Get a picture of you passing, or get a picture of something that you can share with us when you got that thing. Because as soon as you get it,
I got it. I found it.
Okay, cool.
Gone. Sorry.
I've been chewing on it good and plenty a little bit. I sure hope that ain't picking up and being rude on the mic. Somebody reach out and slap me and tell me if I do the
wee.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Stop that chewing in the mic, Dean. You hear me? Don't make me do it again. What'd I tell you?
Make me like it, baby.
Woo. That was smoke. I had some smoke on that one, didn't?
Nice.
Used the wrong word. Damn it. I hate it when I do that.
That's all right. I use wrong words all the time.
Yeah.
I make up words.
You have yeah. We got special words. In the French too, she kisses in the French too.
Good night,
Rod.
Rob. Very smooth, Rod. Very smooth transition. I like what you've done there.
Good luck tomorrow, Glorious. Wishing you the best of luck. Speaking badly would be swearing. I do not do that much. But when you do, you know you're in trouble. You see, like, it's instant. There's no guessing, no whatever. Like, or your middle name. When your middle name got used, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, just about lost the internet again.
Nice.
You kidding? You dropping?
I don't know why.
So,
where's old man?
Yeah,
Has anyone talked to Old Mac today?
No. Been a couple
Buck
days.
froze up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's just doing a hold up. Practicing. Get your hands in the air. Yeah, I don't know where old Mac is. I'll give him a day or two before I start hollering at him.
I just hollered
yeah,
at him.
Man. Did you good?
Good.
Can we remove Rod? Comment, please. Can we remove that? Just remove. Well, hopefully it wasn't bad. I don't think it was. You know, Roddy's a good jokester and has lots of fun and loves everybody. Yeah, Devo. We had that earlier when we was talking about the whip thing.
All right, we're back.
Hedgehog. What is it?
Whippersnapper something.
Yeah. You're back. So what was happening? It was just fading on you there, Ray?
I was losing internet. Y'all froze up. I started to click out, but y'all back. So
you hung in there, yeah. Have you been practicing like at least once a week resetting your router and letting it stay unplugged for like a minute or two?
A minute.
I need to.
Yeah, they say that helps with some issues. You can try it, see if it does, especially on a night you know you're going to be heavy on it. Like that morning reset, like I did that before I went to work today.
Yeah, I have to do it after everybody, after old man goes to bed. Don't want to fool with his TV.
Yeah. Sterling recommended that to me, and I've been doing it ever since. What were you saying?
Well, I'll do that tonight. So how often do you do it?
Oh,
Sterling, they didn't get it.
Once a week.
How'd you send it to Jessica and Robert?
Helps the cache, helps whatever it is that gets loaded up in there and kind of clears it out.
That's the link.
Okay.
So you guys can click on it, or we can share it up here if you want. Moto, you want to share that link? That's
what's it for?
The first ride with Sterling and Red Lady.
Okay, let's
I
do
believe.
It. Right here. Yeah, we got time, man. All kinds. I just gonna cut it down if it was getting just mundane.
Thomas, how's your girlfriend? It's like the third time I asked you, bro.
I don't make him make sick. Gonna freaking get bent in a minute if you don't freaking answer him. You know what that's like. Just expounding a little bit. Well, look at that. You got a thumbs up just like that. How did I not see this? How old is it? First of all, anybody? I missed it. I want to go back. Maybe Sterling. We're just going to wait for you to tell us, if you will, Sterling.
Oldie's got no gate, no patty be patney.
Feel the temperature changes and everything, and smell all the food being cooked, and it's a totally different experience than a car.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I think they're using a Cardo or something.
Yeah, that sunset's awesome. I don't think my camera would pick up.
It's so good to be able to talk to each other. Rob, if you got that with Jessica, it would be awesome.
I like he playing the Bad Boy song.
Keeping an eye on that Toyota. Just kind of wandering.
What do you want?
Get it?
No, I don't think I did.
You gotta know.
Oh, my wife is flipping the light.
Oh.
I think I tried to go up too many gears.
Right.
Too fast.
Is that your sign?
Flipping the light,
Ray.
There we go.
Well, I need to go up and see what my wife wants, so we're just about done. So I'll see y'all in the morning.
Hey.
All right, Mr. Gregory. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye, Ray. Have a
Bye,
good night.
y'all. You too.
To you, brother.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter to you. Thanks for joining us and contributing. I really appreciate you. Tell Katie howdy. And yeah, I'll just keep talking to you even though you're gone because that's what I do.
Thomas, how come you ignore me every time I ask you a question?
I think we're going to stop everything till we get an answer.
I guess we bent, dude.
Jim Reynolds. And he's talking about Jim Reynolds instead of
Yeah, he's just talking to everybody else except for me.
We love you, Jim. Just saying. Do, 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 do.
Thomas Bailey, are you here? Are you there? Where are you? Are you in the chat, Thomas? Is that you?
You should check your mic. Maybe your mic's not on.
My mic's on, bro.
For the love of everything bikes, would you please answer him, Thomas?
Just even if it's a lie.
Everything that
Make
is
something
holy.
up. Make something up. Angel, I'm
My
sure you
socks,
can imagine
my
what
britches,
sort of
my
jokes.
drawers.
This is me on.
Oopsie. Oopsie, Rod. You're going in there. I'm going for the crack. The Babe Ruth. Jim Reynolds, where are you, my friend? I'm going to be dodging you in a minute. You don't answer 6 questions. So you guys watched it. I went over and watched it. Yeah, we need to play it here, but we ain't going to get the answer. We'll just keep on rolling.
Nope. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to tell us if his girlfriend got out of the hospital.
Well, it looks like Red Lady did good, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. This literally your first long distance ride was on the Gold. So that's a ride, like riding with you. I'm so sorry if I'm misunderstanding. Is she riding with you on the back? Does anybody know? Or is she...
No, I think she's riding the Gold
her own
Wing.
motorcycle. What? Say again? Lolly?
He said that was literally her first long distance ride on his Gold Wing.
Oh, going with him on the back. Okay. I'm lost. It's okay.
RPM. Shit.
Yeah, go ahead and run it, then. I'll catch up to you. Just take it easy.
Yep.
Okay, longest red light ever. They're all long. They're so long you had to cut off it. Edit it out.
You still hear me, bud?
Man, I can't watch bad audio videos. I'm sorry. We have.
Oh, good.
Don't poke the bear. Don't poke that bear.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Irene.
The way I said it was come from a place of love. I promise you. Because y'all know. I would never do that yesterday. Take her out.
Can you hear me, babe?
It is on the bike in front. That's what I thought. Yeah. It's not loud enough. I don't hear it.
There you are.
Thanks for clearing that up. I was confused. Red light separation.
Not to get closer, plus sanity.
What's that?
Not to get closer, plus sanity.
Yeah, I'm starting to get close to you there.
Oh.
I don't have my radar detector, so I can't fucking balls it.
Guys gotta get a room, I swear. Hurry up. Get back home, Sterling. FJ13, she's on the poverty block. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not here. Whew. I'm sorry, my focus is not that good up here all the time,
Well,
Sterling.
I would like to say salute to another female rider on the road.
Everyone's hauling ass, though.
Yeah. Who's down there? It's me. Okay, I can stay down there.
I mean, think about it. Going from sport lady.
So that guy that's interested in my house, he's like, I don't know if you'd be interested for a fifth wheel as a down payment.
What?
He's asking if I was interested in his fifth wheel for a down payment.
No.
Yeah, I don't want something that you raised 4 kids in.
Right.
And fifth wheels aren't fucking designed to live in.
Right.
I don't know where that came from.
Wow.
It must have been possessed.
So the answer is
No.
And right now, until the house is fucking painted and shit, I'm not really entertaining offers.
Right.
Very cool. It's only 8 minute, huh?
It wasn't I that said bad audio this time, Sterling. It was our host.
I don't. You didn't have to tell on me like that. But I do deserve that after the last motorcycle comment your way. So payback's there. Right, nice.
But I mean, think about it. She went from the sport lady to the poverty glide, and
yeah,
that's a big swing in riding styles and differences. And
it is, yeah.
Motorcycle.
Little fast.
Taking a time.
Girty.
Yeah.
Just a weight difference in handling.
You saw how you got a little wide.
Yeah, I went too wide because I was going too fast.
Yeah.
Is it from speed or just
when that happens, just look where you want to go.
Afraid to lean, but
Okay.
be careful on
Don't
those.
worry about
Leaning on roads you don't know. You don't want to do much
Don't worry
leaning.
about it too much. Right there is 45.
Debris, crap. You couldn't catch her without doing 100. No way. Red lady, you've done 100 miles an hour already. You like
Get in
speed,
front of
don't
you
you?
because I got better headlights.
Okay.
What she said, I feel that riding together is romantic. Her first 100. Okay, there's our answer. Yes, you did. Good job, Red Lady. And good job, Sterling. Taking care of your lady. Mm-hmm. And it was that time with speed, yeah. Oh, for the turn, yeah. Yeah, that'll scare you. I scare the crap out of myself sometimes on that R1 because in my head I want to be Valentino Rossi and, drop knee and go around the corner fast just to see what it does. And I chicken out and then I panic and then I like to hit that rear brake. I don't, but it gets pretty hairy. The video was much better. Yeah, I know. I was just teasing about that damn audio shit. People, the cliche stuff about, oh well, you gotta have good audio, or you can have all the rest be bad. But if that, and then I just people won't watch your videos. Well, I will unless it's real bad. That was way bearable. It's like the two of us. You two versus the world together. Yeah, I know. It feels good out there. That's why we do this stuff. Riding. Mm-hmm. Careful. I don't need to tell you that, but careful. You got a head at the red light, Moto. She went from poverty glide to sport lady.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's great progression.
She conquered really a larger obstacle first.
You gotta go do it.
Which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it keeps you down and slow and watching everything you're doing because you don't have that much control. You got to be more. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. I'll agree. But yeah, a progression video someday or something like that, of what you did in the stages, and be something you and Sterling could possibly work on if you wanted to. Who knows? She mastered the gold wing first. You originally learned to ride the poverty glide. Hell yeah. Mac just posted. That's good. Thank you, Rod. Say you take Ruby out. Hi, Ruby. Say you take Ruby out. Vid, very nice. Got a little mixed up reading that, sorry. Rob, Carrie, when I was a road racer, I took one of my 2 pistons out of the rear caliper and drilled to the rotor to Swiss cheese. I never once touched that rear brake in all my years of road racing. There you go. Just take your rear brake. The only time really like I use my rear brake, honestly, like on my Harley, I'll use it a little bit more. But parking lots, you know, slow maneuvering, and really all I ever use that rear brake for.
Well, the slow maneuver in the front brake will dump you over.
Yeah, it's not a good idea ever. That's kind of trail brake on that rear brake when you're going around in a parking lot, so it's ready to go. People pulling out, didn't see him. They didn't see the motorcyclist. Oh, I just went for it too. Go ahead, Sick. Get on the ride to meet Adam Sandoval. That sounds familiar.
What? Adam Sandoval.
You dropped it? No shit. You did a Shay Lisi with it. Remember when she was riding that Pacific Toast?
Yeah. She's dropped every bike.
That you don't
Shay
see
has
those
dropped
videos
every.
no more. Did
Yeah,
she
you
quit
do.
dropping bikes?
Well, her last video she has a montage of dropping all her bikes at the end of her video.
But that's past. It's not
But
new
yeah.
ones. She did really good riding around the Lake
But
Tahoe
the
too.
thing about it is being able to pick it back up and keep riding.
Yeah, and not get hurt on your way down when you learn how to fall. And where everything's falling on, that's a big ass bike compared to her. I like that bike. I would mind that myself. For real. Kind of a mini Gold Wing a little bit.
Well, she's got a newer Gold Wing now.
Yeah, she's been riding good. And that Sportster's been quite a man. She went through it on that Sportster. Trying to get it right. And patient, you know. Ooh, good night. Yeah, let's go to bed, you guys. It's almost 10 o'clock now. I know it's early for some of you. But Jim, it's a good reminder. I got to pick up grandbaby tomorrow too, but only like 1 in the afternoon, 1:30.
When Mr. Ray was talking analytics, I just looked through my last week's analytics, and my most viewed clip was my mail call of
Get a heart pumping, yeah.
frogs and nollies. How about that?
Yeah, we could share that if you want. Could share that, yeah. Yeah, old Mac did. Who did the mail? No, Frog and Lolly did the mail call for old Mac. That's why it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
For our Angelique sent us gifts.
Yeah. Handmade stuff, you know, from the heart. Stuff they touched, you know. It's like me getting that motorcycle is the biggest deal in the world that Mac made. One of his first ones, possibly, I think. The chopper. Y'all remember that? Gift that he gave me? Anybody? No? It's okay.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was just asking if anybody remembered that gift that old Matt gave me, the motorcycle that he welded himself, looked like coat hanger wire.
Yeah, it was really
made
cool.
A chopper, yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
Sorry.
Somebody gives you something like that, you know, it's means a lot. More than a Hallmark card. Not that a Hallmark card is bad. Just saying, it's a little more tangible, memorable. It's I have a hard time throwing cards, huh? Especially from your kids or somebody. Got to hang on to it. Mm-hmm. Well,
next Saturday night I may not be available. I'll be back
Hi,
home,
Robert.
and I'll be doing some stuff for some friends at a local dirt track.
Well,
but do you speak French?
Good place to make content, maybe. Anyway, if you're not gonna do
I'll it's
interject with a live.
It's a racing series put together for the southeast part of the country that a lot of guys are going to be coming together. It's a Living Legends racing series, they're calling it. And it's local short track racers that never really made big time, but they've been racing for 50 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all coming together for a six series this year, and their first race is next Saturday, a week from tonight, and I'll be there to capture some footage for them for their advertising and memories and stuff. So, guys, I grew up watching.
Yeah. Yeah, Angel,
so my life's
you're
not
welcome.
just about my life's not just about motorcycles, music, and big trucks.
Yeah. A lot of music. I know you're a music lover too, like sick. I used to be. I'm just not no more, but I still love playing and doing stuff, but not avid. Like I got to have it to listen to. But Angel, yeah, your background stuff, you keep your private life totally private. A lot of us do, some of us don't, and you're welcome here no matter what you do. I think people just get anxious to see and meet you more on a personal level because you kind of get little attachments, you know, like you care about people. So, but it's okay.
The only Canadian I speak is Labatt's and Tim Hortons, and Canadian Tire.
You speak French once in a while. Been told. Drop the pickle on the big toe, pickle jar on the big toe. I'd be speaking something.
I'm serious, Angel Face.
Say, comment allez-vous?
Considered smart here in Canadian if you can speak more than one language well.
Yeah, that's
you guys
pretty
ready
much
to
it. Where
roll on out? Have a good night and all that.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for thanks for being here, y'all.
Got the coffee in the morning, Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
Tolga, you made it back just in time to say goodbye.
Tolga's back. That was
You're here
that
for
was
the
a
good
good
pies. And I
that was a
love
good
yous.
that was a good radio hosting job you done earlier.
And the thank yous. Who was radio hosting?
Who was radio
Tolga was.
Who? Tolga?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I put a post out earlier on the channel he was on.
Well, good for you, Tolga. That's awesome.
There was a lot of the guys that were in here that were in there supporting him too.
Yeah. Oopsie. Sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm sitting there watching and go by and I just like randomly start clicking. Yeah. No, it's just like it's just weird how it's so ingrained to do the wrong thing.
We both go at like the same exact time. Every
Okay,
time.
I think I need to click.
Well, dang it, Tolga. They removed the stream on him. Dang.
Did they really?
At least we got to tune in when it was before it got pulled.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? Well, good.
No, he had
a dull moment.
It's
Angel Face.
It probably wouldn't have got pulled if he'd have if he'd have been on there, you know, another face reveal. If his face would have been on the screen, they probably wouldn't have pulled it. But he only reveals his face once a year.
That's okay.
Whether he wants to or not. I know that's coming up. June's around the corner, Tolga. Just saying, June's around the corner.
Tolga, anyway.
But there's gonna be a higher goal set this year than there was last year because the previous year, the goals keep increasing every year.
Gloria, thanks for showing. Thanks for being you, everybody. All right, I guess we're gonna hit this ND button. Lolly, see you. Sick's gonna have a coffee. Lots of good reason to have a coffee on Easter morning, Sick. I read in the chats, and people are glad you're doing it. And
oh, good.
Yeah. So nothing but positive vibes your way, man. I'm gonna try to see you definitely in the morning too, because I don't think I'll be leaving here till at noonish or so. Okay. Lolly, thanks again. Buck, love you. Thanks for the tour today. Yeah, there we go. Your little celebration. Bye-bye.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh.